two teenage brothers have been arrested after an argument about Christmas presents ended with their 23-year-old sister being fatally shot. At around 1:45 p.m. on the 24th of December, authorities responded to a home at 2357 22nd Avenue Southwest in Largo, Florida on reports of a shooting. When deputies arrived, they found siblings 23-year-old Abriel Baldwin and 14-year-old DeMarcus Coley suffering gunshot wounds. They were both taken to the hospital, though Abriel died from her injuries and DeMarcus underwent surgery and is in a stable condition. Authorities said that an argument started at the boys' home, where DeMarcus was unhappy that his 15-year-old brother Darcus Coley was getting more gifts from their mother. The argument continued at the grandmother's house, where Abriel's children, a 6-year-old and 11-month-old boy, were going to stay while she was preparing to leave for work. Inside the home, DeMarcus pulled out a gun and pointed it at his brother, threatening to shoot him in the head. An uncle at the house separated the teens and took DeMarcus outside where Abriel was holding an 11-month-old baby in a carrier. At some point, the sister said to DeMarcus to knock it off, leave it alone, and questioned him why he was doing this. This upset DeMarcus, and he began arguing with her, calling her a whore and said he was going to shoot her and the baby. He then fatally shot her in the chest, sending her crumpling to the ground. Authorities said the round went through her left arm before puncturing her lungs. Her baby, however, was not injured. Seconds after DeMarcus shot Abriel, Darcus went outside and shot his brother in the stomach. After shooting his brother, Darcus then ran away, discarding the gun in a neighbour's yard, and went to a relative's house in Clearwater. While arresting Darcus, he made statements about self-harm and was taken to a mental health facility for evaluation, and was later taken to a juvenile detention centre. He's charged with attempted first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. DeMarcus was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, child abuse and delinquent in possession of a firearm. The investigation into the matter continues. 38-year-old Amanda Marie Jensen is behind bars for shooting and injuring her ex and killing his girlfriend over a custody dispute. Amanda and the male victim have both been together since September of 2021 and have an 11-month-old child together. However, after the baby was born, Amanda came to believe that the baby's father and another woman, the female victim, had been involved in an extramarital affair for years. Amanda told the female victim's husband that she was having an affair, and several weeks later her baby's father filed paperwork in Putnam County, Florida for custody of the baby. On the 20th of December, a court ordered Amanda and the baby's father to share custody 50-50, and the parents agreed that Amanda would turn over the baby at Walgreens at 3909 Northwest 13th Street in Gainesville, Florida at 2 p.m. on Christmas Day. Amanda drove roughly 15 miles from her home in Alachua to the Walgreens store with her 5 children in her car. Amanda arrived at the Walgreens parking lot first and took a gun from her bag while still sitting in her vehicle. The victims arrived in the female victim's car, with a woman driving and the man in the front passenger seat. The man got out of the car, then Amanda got out of her car with the gun in her hand but hidden behind her back, and walked toward the driver's side of the female victim's car. Amanda shot at the female victim 3 times, then went around to the back of the car toward the passenger side, where the male victim jumped into the car. Amanda shot him several times while yelling, "You made this happen." The incident was captured on surveillance video at the store. The female victim died, and the male victim's condition has not been publicly released. Following the shooting, Amanda returned to a car and drove northbound on Northwest 13th Street at a high speed. A police officer nearby heard the gunshots and saw the car leaving Walgreens. Authorities pursued Amanda for about 13 miles with her 5 children in the car at speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. During the pursuit, Amanda called 911 and said she shot 2 people, given their first and last names, and said the police were following her. Her children could be heard pleading with her to pull over during the call. Amanda's vehicle came to a stop near the Taco Bell in Alachua where she was arrested. Officers found a loaded firearm that had been thrown out of the vehicle. Later, while questioned, Amanda told detectives that police already knew what happened because they'd reviewed surveillance video. Amanda's being charged with first-degree homicide, attempted first-degree homicide, and 5 counts of child neglect without great bodily harm. She's held at the Alachua County Jail on a $2 million bond. The investigation into the matter continues. A 20-year-old woman has been charged for beating her 24-year-old boyfriend. At around 3:40 a.m. on Sunday the 24th of December, 20-year-old Miracle Rivera and her boyfriend got into a verbal altercation about infidelity in the bedroom of the St. Petersburg, Florida home. The boyfriend left the bedroom to get away from Miracle and was laying on the living room couch when Miracle picked up a Christmas tree and repeatedly struck him with it, The victim reportedly suffered minor abrasions on much of his upper body and arms. Miracle was arrested and charged with domestic battery and was booked into the Pinellas County Jail. She was released at 2:40 p.m. on Christmas Day and has been barred from having contact with her boyfriend.